What's up, everybody? Man, I'm hoping you're excited about this week and you're as pumped about it as I am. Welcome back to a brand new edition of the Monday Morning Jumpstart. I'm so excited about this because I want to talk to you this morning about one of my favorite topics in the entire world. If you've ever been to an event where I spoke, or you've ever just heard me talk about life, and when I get passionate and I start talking, or if you've ever read my book, Chapter 7, I talk about this little thing all the time called the dash. The dash. Let me explain it to you real fast. It's basically this idea that if you've ever been to a funeral or you've been through a cemetery, you've seen the tombstones. On there, they have the person's name, then they have their birth date, then they have a dash, and they have their death date. And what the most important thing in the whole deal is the dash. And the reason why is that we don't really choose when we're born. There are a lot of things we don't choose. We don't choose our mom and dad. We don't choose whether we're black or white. We don't choose whether we're a guy or a girl. We don't choose those things. And most of the time we don't choose when we die. Unfortunately, some people do. But for the most part, we don't do that. But what we do choose is what we choose to do with our dash. So the whole idea is to live your dash and to live it well, to make it count. The word says make the most of every opportunity. And it also says that for the days, we don't know how much time we have left. Our days are numbered. We don't know how much time we have left. This life is but a vapor. It's here today and gone tomorrow. So what I want to encourage you with is that no matter where you are in life, no matter what your age is, no matter what your station in life, it's just the same principle no matter who you are and where you are, is to live your dash and to make your dash count. When you get to the end of your life and you look back, you want to look at this time in your life and realize that you made it count. You don't want to get to the end and have regret and say, man, I wish I did this. I wish I had loved more. Wish I had lived more fully. I wish I had given myself more. Wish I had given back more. Instead, we should live our life right now to make the most of what we're doing. And so I've always said I try to be practical. I like to give examples and give you a way that you can see how you can make this happen in your life. How can you live your dash? Just tonight, by the way, I'm filming this on Sunday night, November 2nd, I think it is. And Sunday night, tonight, my wife and I watched this guy, and you might have seen him, Nick, what is his last name? I'll tell you in just a second. I got it right here. Nick Walinda. If you haven't ever seen this guy, check him out. I'm sure he's got stuff on YouTube. This guy is a tightrope walker. He walked across this huge, I don't know how far it was exactly, but it was across this tightrope in Chicago. Not only that, he went back and did it again, and he did it blindfolded. But the whole way, he's just sitting there saying, oh, Lord, I just love you. I thank you for this opportunity. God, thank you for blessing me with this talent, because it is a talent. And he's just taking it as an opportunity to give back, to share his faith with the rest of the world. And he's just tightroping. That's all he's doing. It's something he's passionate about, and he's using his gift. He's using where he's at in his life right now to give back and to be a light in this world. So if he can do it when he's tightrope walking, you can do it when you show up at work and you're talking to your friends at the water cooler. You can do it when you go to your middle school, your high school, your college. You're sitting in class and you have an opportunity to talk to the person next to you. Even if you're not close friends with them, you have an opportunity to impact them, to leave a mark on his or her life and live your dash well. And this is going to be short and sweet. I want to challenge you. I want to give you a practical thing you can do in your life that will remind you every day when you wake up and you put your feet on the floor to live your dash. One thing that I love to do, I love quotes. I love just positive things. And so if you ever see my bathroom mirror, it's coated. Whenever I want to look in the mirror, I have to look around all my notes, my note cards that I have on my mirror. But the one reason why I do that is so every day before I leave the house, I can look and I can see those things, and it just reminds me that I've got to live my life to make it count. So one thing you can do, this has been on my bathroom mirror for a while. It says it's 86,400, just a number, but I know that that's how many seconds I'm going to have every single day. 86,400 seconds in a day, and I know that. So it reminds me to make every one of those count. A new thing that I'm about to put up on my mirror today, it's this dash. All it is is the dash. And you've heard me talk about the dash earlier, what it means, and it's about living your life, that little dash. We don't know how long it is. We don't know how much time we have left, but we've got to make the most of our dash. Before we leave, I want to share with you this poem. I tried to put it in my book, but I couldn't get in touch with the author. She might watch this and get mad, but hopefully she watches it and knows I'm sharing this with the world because I think it's important. I think it's something that we all need to remember. So this is the dash poem by Linda Ellis. Linda Ellis is her name. I did not write this. This is Linda Ellis. I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on her tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted that first came the date of her birth and spoke the following date with tears. But he said what mattered most of all was the dash between those years. For that dash represents all the time that she spent alive on earth. And now only those who loved her know what that little line is worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love and how we spend our dash. So think about this long and hard. Are there things you'd like to change? For you never know how much time is left that can still be rearranged. If we could just slow down enough to consider what's true and real and always try to understand the way other people feel and be less quick to anger and show appreciation more and love the people in our lives like we've never loved before. If we treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile, remembering that this special dash might only last a little while. So when your eulogy is being read, with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash? So today, this week, as you leave and you go out into the world, you go to your workplace, you go into the community, you go shopping, you go wherever you go, as we approach the holiday season and we have an opportunity to reach people. The holiday season is when suicide is at an all-time high. But know this, if you got that thought running through your head that your life matters, you matter, what you do with your life matters, the important thing is for you to make a conscious choice, a conscious decision to get up, get out, and go live your dash. Go live your dash while you can. You don't know how much time you have left, but make the most of every opportunity. Hey, if this message has touched you in any way, it's encouraged you in any way, you're going to get up and you're going to leave from this computer or your phone, wherever you're watching this, your iPad, wherever you might be, you're going to leave this message and you're going to go back to your life. And if this touched you in any way and encouraged you, please share it with somebody else. A lot of people have come to me and said that they've really appreciated my book and it's touched them in a major way. I talked about that some last week with the guy that emailed me. But I just want to get this message out to the masses. And it's not about fame for me. It's about the more people I can reach, the better. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I believe is my calling, is to reach people with a message of hope and life and love and happiness that can only come from the Lord. And so if that's you, just share this with somebody else. Just put it on your Facebook, tweet it out, spread the love, share it with other people. You're awesome, and I'll see you back next week on the Monday Morning Jumpstart. Have a great week. Hey, I wanted to take one more opportunity here at the end of this just to make it more real for you. So for me, I'm going to put this thing on the screen so you can see it. When I leave this earth and people come to my funeral, I hope they say the best things in the world. I hope people realize that, and they can say that they're not just blowing smoke, that what the things that they say about me are hopefully good things and they're true things. But what it'll say, it'll have my full name, William Russell Warren. That's right, William Russell Warren. My mom, I know you're watching this. It's okay. You know, it's hard when your name's William Russell, and you don't even go by that. You go by Russ. But it'll say William Russell Warren. It'll say January 18th, 1990 through whenever. And I don't know when that day's coming. I don't know when that is, but I know it's coming one day. And that's one thing that you need to remember. But what I want you to know is that what matters for me is not when that day comes. The number one fear among people probably is public speaking, but other than that, it's death. They're scared to death of death. But one thing to remember is that we don't know when that day's coming, so we shouldn't sit here and fear that day. Instead, what we should fear is not living in the dash. So you'll have William Russell Warren, January 18th, 1990 through whenever. And what matters for me is the through. What matters to me is the life and the dash and how I make my dash count. And that's what matters for you. So to make this, again, practical in your life, replace your name where my name is. Replace my birthday with your birthday. Replace the blank line for me with the blank line for you. And replace my dash with your dash, because every day matters, every opportunity matters, your life matters. Again, you're awesome. See you next week.